I may now be a Weasley, but I am still a Slytherin. Sorry, Molly. Hi guys, it's Leanne and welcome to my March TBR. Apparently it is going to be Thriller March here at Casa de Literary Diversions because that just seems to be the mood that I am in. I've also gone for another supremely ambitious TBR, but it is entirely mood driven this time, so I have given myself plenty of room and plenty of options to chop and change things as it suits me, especially because this is going to be a busy month. It's my birthday on the 4th and it's my wife's birthday on the 23rd, and then on the 24th I am going away to Newcastle for 2 days of hen weekend shenanigans, which traditionally involve a lot of alcohol and this time around are going to involve a lot of me dressed up as Tinkerbell. Yep, if I am going to have to be a Disney princess for a night, I am going to pick the one from the creepy, controversial children's book. So before I get into all of the other thrillers, here is one that kind of fits into this category but also kind of doesn't, and that is Adnan's story The Truth by Rabia Chowdhury. I mentioned this one in my recently highly anticipated From My Shelves episode, which was all about non-fiction, so I will link that below if you want a full synopsis of this book. And as I said in that video, I was re-listening to the Serial podcast. I am now finished all of season 1 and the updates, which is all of Adnan's season, and so I am ready to jump into this one. And in case you're interested, I don't have an opinion either way on whether Adnan did it or not, so this one's going to be interesting. We'll see if it actually sways me somewhere. So on to the first thriller, and this one is a rare YA addition to my reading repertoire. This is Black Cairn Point by Claire McFall, and it is a borrowed book, or rather thrust upon me book from Claire at the Book Fox. This follows two characters after they have survived a very creepy, spine-chillingly nasty camping trip at Black Cairn Point. One of them is now in a coma and the other one needs that person to wake up from a coma so that she can prove her sanity and get out of the mental hospital. So if that wasn't enough to make you want to read it, because God knows it was enough for me, I will link Claire's review below. Incidentally, this book is also the winner of the Scottish Book Trust's Teenage Book Prize Award, which Claire got to actually award and present to the author on film, and I will also link that video below because it's awesome and Claire McFall is super sweet. So yesterday when this video was supposed to be posted, God damn you, uni, I picked up this book. This is The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and it probably doesn't need a blurb from me, but I'ma do it anyway. This book follows a group of elite classics students on the campus of an 1800s beautiful college in Vermont with climbing ivy and sprawling grounds, as their very strange professor leads them more and more and more into social exclusion until they find themselves to be above everything, including murder, which happens on the very first page of the book, and the person who's murdered is one of their very elite best friends. The next book that I plan to pick up in March is one that I just recently hauled in my most recent haul video, which I'll link below, and that is Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I'm really excited for this one. This one is about Louise, who becomes very entwined in her neighbour Adele and David's very strange and seemingly perfect relationship, and then the back of the book says, don't trust this book, don't trust these people, don't trust yourself, and whatever you do, don't give away that ending. The next two books that I am going to read are both on my Kindle. So the first one is What You Don't Know by Joanne Chaney. This is a debut thriller and it takes a really interesting track if you ask me. So 7 years ago, the detective in this novel cracked a case wherein lots and lots of bodies were found in the crawl space of a house. As if that wasn't enough, again, this one also follows the journalist who got the scoop on that case and the wife of the serial killer who knew nothing about what was going on. Flash forward to present day, the detective has been shoved into the basement of the building on cold cases. Our journalist is literally working in the mall selling cosmetics, and the wife can't lead a normal life because everybody believes that she was in on the entire thing. Then a copycat murder starts, and all three of them find that they have to work together to get their lives back on track. It sounds so good that I almost literally picked it up in a bookstore the last time that I was in, because, you know, I love Kindle books, but I also love my favourites to be in print, and I think this is going to be a favourite. I'ma let you know. And finally, I am going to be picking up The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. This was recommended to me by Jen at the wonderful Today in Jen's Library, and girl, you are so incredibly right. This is such a Leanne book. I didn't even know that this existed until you told me about it, so thank you so much. This is about Lane Roanoke, who, after her mother commits suicide, is sent to live with her grandparents in their extremely large country estate. She there learns what it is she's been missing her entire life and becomes one of the Roanoke girls, who are all elite, rich and beautiful. Unfortunately, Lane then discovers that what it means to be a Roanoke girl is that they either run or they die, and it's time for her to make her choice. And as if that wasn't enough for this month, I have a couple of backup books. The only one that I'm going to actually talk about here is this one. This is Agatha Christie's Mystery on the Blue Train, and it is number 6 in the Poirot series. Y'all will probably remember that I went into a big massive reading slump after reading The Big Four, which is an international spy thriller and not at all very Poirot-y. That was actually, interestingly enough, number 5 in the series, and so I decided to kickstart my Poirot love again with one of the books that I have read before and that I have loved, and I picked up Murder on the Orient Express on audiobook, and it was great! Except I forgot that the next one also takes place on a train. So if I run out of everything else, I'm gonna read this one, but if I don't, that's okay, because then it gives me a little bit of, you know, time between the train cases. Oh, and just so you guys know, I am still on the lookout for any recommendations for mysteries, thrillers or crime series that you have. I have checked out some of your suggestions from my last post, and I am extremely excited to purchase some of them, which I will probably be doing on Monday when I go to bookshops with Claire, and then out for my birthday for a late birthday lunch, and I will probably be doing that with book tokens that I get for my birthday from my mother, so it's not exactly breaking my book buying ban. It probably counts, but in my head it doesn't, so... I will be back tomorrow with my February wrap-up. If you are new, please feel free to click the subscribe button, and if not, thumbs up and chat to me, because I love you guys. Chat to me, chat to me, chat to me. I hope you are having wonderful reading days, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.